Sometimes we buy ingredients with the best interest, but when it comes to garlic and ginger, it gets a little bit tedious because you have to peel the garlic, which are small, and also the ginger. So it takes a little bit of time. So in this recipe, it's all about cooking paste, which is going to be quite a hack because you can store the cooking paste in your fridge and enjoy cooking, which is going to be very smooth because you're going to be scooping out and adding into the pan while cooking. Garlic and ginger are the key ingredient in this recipe, and you'll need around 8 to 10 knobs of garlic, and also you need around 10 pieces of ginger, which you're going to peel, and it's going to take a little bit of your time, especially when it comes to garlic. But there are a few hacks here and there in the internet which can help you peel your garlic. Which can help you peel your garlic. I've already done that, so we're going to save up lots of time because this recipe is going to be a short one. So now I'm going to place my garlic and ginger aside. Then I'm going to chop my ginger into smaller pieces so that it can be easier for me to blend. Here's a tip when it comes to peeling your ginger. Don't use a knife. All you need is a spoon, which is going to remove the outer peel of the ginger, and you're going to save up some ginger. And the best part about having some fresh garlic and ginger in your kitchen is it's high in antioxidants, rich in vitamin C. That is, whenever you have some cold, you can make some 𝗟𝗯𝗏, which I have on my channel. You can check the link in the description box. And also, the garlic and ginger is super versatile. Once done cutting up your ginger, you need some green onions, coriander, a bell pepper, and lemon, together with cooking oil, water for the recipe. The main gadget, kitchen utensil that you need in your kitchen, is a blender to make this recipe. So I'm going to transfer in my ginger, add in garlic, your spring onions, coriander, cut up your green capsicum and add into the blender as well. Squeeze in some lemon juice, or you can substitute with white vinegar, which is going to preserve the cooking paste. So I'm going to add in juice of a whole lemon. And to help blend the veggies, you're going to add in 1 cup of water and add in a cup of cooking oil, which is going to preserve the cooking paste. Cover my blender, blend everything until smooth. Once everything is perfectly blended, you're going to transfer to a jar, but I'm going to be transferring mine to a bowl to show you how the cooking paste is looking. Just check this out. This is the consistency that you're looking for, so don't add in too much water so that the cooking paste doesn't turn out runny. If you have an airtight container, you can transfer the cooking paste in, but if you don't have one, you can add into a jar just like this. Just make sure there's a lid to cover so that the cooking paste can remain fresh and it can last up to 2 weeks in the fridge.